Hi guys, Fab from Hoosh Marketing here, and today we're going to be reviewing Marketo Launchpoint. Now, when you're comparing marketing and email automation tools, three key things you need to look at is the strength of their ecosystem, partnerships, and integrations. And the quickest way I know to gauge all three is by comparing the respective marketplaces. So today we're going to be looking at Marketo Launchpoint and comparing that to ExactTarget's HubExchange, Hubspot's Marketplace, Eloqua's Appcloud, and finally Pardot's App Center. We're looking at Marketo Launchpoint here. So Marketo Launchpoint is Marketo's marketplace. It was launched in 2012, November, and has grown quickly considering it's only a year old as of this video. Now it has about 30 plus service partners. So here we're looking at the service partners. So there's 4 different types: agency managed, CRM, Marketo, social. So all up there's around 30 partners. In terms of application partners, there's around 200 plus application partners. Now, all of these are not actually integrated with Marketo. So if you actually want to look at the ones that are, there's this little tick box here, Marketo integrated, and there's only about 12 that are currently listed. However, Marketo does have a dedicated developer site called developers.marketo.com, which contains its API documentation, quite extensive, and then some of the email scripting, webhooks, and Marketo websites. So expect the amount of third-party integrations into Marketo to rapidly expand because they do have an open API which is well defined and documented, as well as a very good onboarding process for Marketo Launchpoint for those applications. We're looking at ExactTarget's HubExchange here, which is its marketplace. HubExchange is less than a year old, so it was launched in July 2013. It's a pretty recent addition. It has less apps than Marketo's Launchpoint, with around 79 listed. So if we come down to here, we've got featured apps, and there's around 79. However, there is a greater percentage that are actually integrated with ExactTarget, so it does have that one up on Marketo. Now, in terms of partners, HubExchange is separate to ExactTarget's partner site. The partner site is called the Orange Network, which we're looking at now. And in terms of service partners, there's only about 9 listed, which is much less than Marketo's Launchpoint. However, if you look at the channel partners for ExactTarget, they have a whopping 99 plus listed. In terms of dedicated developer sites, ExactTarget doesn't have one. However, it does have an open API and pretty extensive API documentation. Now, with ExactTarget's purchase by Salesforce, it'll be interesting to see if ExactTarget can leverage Salesforce's Appcloud, which is much larger than any marketing automation or email platform's marketplace. This is HubSpot's marketplace, which was launched about 2 years ago in July 2011, and it's actually quite large. It's one of the biggest marketplaces among the email automation and marketing platform vendors out there. In terms of service partners, it has over 240 service partners, which is quite a lot when you think about it, especially compared to Marketo Launchpoint. Also, it has a very rich template set, which I haven't seen in any other marketplace out there, and that covers landing page, email templates with over 500 plus of these third-party design templates. That's quite impressive and something that Marketo Launchpoint doesn't have. However, what HubSpot's marketplace really lacks is third-party integration. It's very conspicuous in terms of its lack of third-party applications, and that's odd considering HubSpot does have a dedicated developer site, which we're looking at here, the HubSpot developers. It has an open API, very well documented, which is strange. It doesn't translate to a lot of third-party integrations on their marketplace. This could be because they have a very rigorous what they call marquee integration classification for apps, and they do not promote any other integrations other than those. They don't promote their API only apps, as they call it. So that's most likely why there is such a gaping hole in terms of third-party integrations on their marketplace. Something which Launchpoint does not have that problem, and certainly has a significant advantage in that respect. This is Eloqua's Appcloud. It's about 2 years old. It was launched in July 2011. It has a respectable 100 plus third-party apps listed, and a lot of these are actually integrated with the product. So even though on the surface it has less apps than Marketo Launchpoint, in terms of actually integrating with the product, it has way more. Developers do have their own dedicated site, which is called Codeit for Eloqua. Now, all the documentation and APIs are public and very well documented, so they're quite good. There's only one problem. As of January the 1st, 2014, to be able to develop hosted apps on the marketplace, you need to be part of the Oracle Partner Network. That also involves a cost. So expect the rate of new apps being added to the Appcloud to drop significantly through those hurdles. Eloqua's partner listing is separate from the Appcloud, and it lists a quite small number of partners. If we scroll down here, we can have a look at these. There's about 35 in total, which is significantly less than Marketo's Launchpoint. This is the Pardot App Center, which is its marketplace. It's quite small and only has about 30 apps listed, which makes it the smallest compared to the rest of the marketplaces we've reviewed, and certainly less extensive than Marketo's Launchpoint. Pardot does have a dedicated developer site, developer.pardot.com, and an open API, so there's no reason there shouldn't be more third-party integrations in the App Center. In terms of partners, Pardot on its main site lists two types of partners, agency and implementation, and all up there's around 35 plus partners, which is significantly less than Marketo's Launchpoint. It's clear that Marketo's Launchpoint is a very strong contender, and in the main trumps most of the competitors' marketplaces. In terms of sheer size and number of service partners, only ExactTarget's HubExchange is at a similar level, which reflects well on the strength of Marketo's ecosystem, partner network, and integration. Marketo Launchpoint is definitely one of the stronger marketplaces in the market.